Hello, Internet. This is Larry. I are a monkey coming at you. Several years ago, I was on vacation with my family, and we were in the middle of a drunken haze carrying on. And the first time ever, the words from my lip was, maybe I should start a podcast. And it was going to be a podcast basically interviewing people, talking to folks about different things, uh, with a certain gimmick that I'm still holding on to. So forgive me if I'm going to be vague about how that goes. Fast forward years later, I've tried little bits here and there, but about 2 years ago, I got really serious with this. Um, our buddy CJ moved out west to Oklahoma, and me and Aiden were hanging out in our home state doing our thing. And I know me and Aiden, one thing we shared was video games, and CJ kind of was there, but gave us a reason to hang out and shoot the shit and give us something to talk about. And I asked him straight up, I was like, you guys want to do a podcast? And yeah, they became very interested in it. So it became very real, I guess. And if you've listened over the last couple of weeks, minus episodes -3, -2, these were some of the first iterations of our attempting to do a podcast. One, to test out microphones, see what our quality is, see how the format would work, um, just to kind of get an idea of what we were doing and if it was actually going to work out. And we liked what we had, so the journey had began October of 2024. I couldn't think of a good idea at first on how we should go with it, but we ended up coming together. We're talking about doing the draft. We just got through the point of doing our family fantasy football league. So draft was high in our head. We knew the players, just didn't know what we were going to get. But that's why we went with that structure to see how it would go on. And I also said, hey, it would give us a great way to give us a layout for a seasonal behavior. Season 1, we would do NES. Season 2, we shot for the Super Nintendo. And had we carried on, Season 3, starting up at the fall of 2026, would have been for Sega Genesis. Give us an opportunity to play games that these guys have never tried, me to get refreshed in some games, maybe play some games I've never tried. But the most important part was it was an opportunity for us three guys to hang out, shoot the shit, and try to capture some of the classic conversation that used to be part of what our world was before we all texted and ignored each other and found other things to get into. But I digress. If by now you haven't figured it out, this is the last episode of VGR podcast version 1. I don't know if there's going to be a version 2, but definitely this is the end of the road for this iteration. No bad feelings with me and the guys, I don't think. Just life got in the way. Motivations dissipated. Interest changed. And that's really about the best I can say without them being able to give their 2 cents on it. But I am a little hurt. Not because they moved on. They're young guys. They got their own lives to do. I'm just hurt that this is not going to happen again. Not in this format. Not in this group of guys. We'll still see each other. We'll still have holidays together as we did. We'll still probably, I'll probably still coach with CJ next fall. We'll see how that goes. But the honesty of it is this was just a good opportunity to once a week get together, catch up, do some bro therapy, and just, while we're at it, let's talk about a video game that we tried to play over the past week. I have all intentions of somehow moving forward with this. Just don't know how long the time frame will be. I will ask. Please stay subscribed. If you have ideas, you have interest, you want to take a shot at being a co-host, email me at vgrpod@gmail.com. We can talk. We can see where we can go with this. I've already had my emotional spill at this. When you're a 45-year-old man with 2 daughters, you tend to have a lot more emotions than any man should, but it changes you, and you learn to kind of just let them flow, because my world is definitely filled with emotions. But I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know where to go with this. I wanted to take a minute, and I know originally when we got together, I pressed for the idea that, we wouldn't fade away, that somewhere we would let our audience, how big or small they may or may not be, know that this was done. And honestly, I didn't even think to ask these guys if they actually want to be part of this last conversation here, but I just wanted to come in with an intro to let you guys know that Video Game Replay, as it stands for 2025 and 2026, is over. So I'm pulling the Ouroboros, basically the idea of the snake eating its own tail. The end is the beginning, and the beginning is the end of the whole situation. A big overplay on the series of Loki, where I learned actually what the hell this was, but I couldn't find a better way to make it fitting. There's no other episodes left out in the open or out in the world that I'm not aware of. We this past week, basically our Google Drive has been emptied. So yeah, I mean, I have backups. Aiden has backups, and they'll be stored on his server for a while, and I'll have them stored where I have them stored. But we're calling it wraps on this chapter of this situation. And just like I say, stay subscribed. We may come back at some point. I'm trying to figure out whether I'm going to continue live streaming on the VGR Pod channel or on my own personal channel, IR Monkey, on YouTube. I want to continue to try to establish some sort of community, or at least some batch of nerds I can hang out with and bullshit with about video games with. So just keep an eye open. Occasionally may make some drops in here, may make some drops in YouTube, may make some drops on Instagram. If you're subscribed to any of those, it don't cost you anything other than every so often something might pop up. But I could ramble on for a minute, and that's usually what I end up doing. But I just wanted to take a minute again to say, thank you for those of you who did listen. I do appreciate the feedback I've received from others. I know the guys were very excited at the peak of this, and super fans like Corey, we'll appreciate you. Brian, I know you listen to a lot of these. Brad listened to a couple of them. I know you folks are out there. I guess the only thing is I wish you guys would have gave us more feedback, more something to work with. I might have been able to keep the guys motivated to go so, but either way, it's not a bad thing. Like I say, life moves on. That's what happens. I'm a 45-year-old guy with family and kids. I have to fill my space with something. Aiden and CJ are 20-somethings, still trying to figure out where their life is, so it's fine. We go on. But with that in mind, again, if you feel the need, if you find this in the future, drop an email to vgrpod@gmail.com. I will check it periodically. We did agree we're going to leave that open for whatever reason we're going to. But here now, you're going to find the very first episode that we ever recorded, episode -1, Super Mario Brothers for the NES, :/ Ouroboros, the beginning of the end, or the end of the beginning. I don't know, however you wanted to look at it. But again, thank you all for your time. Thank you for listening. And as my new catchphrase probably will be, thank you all for not listening. Enjoy the show.
Replay! Video game 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 replay!
This episode of Video Game Replay is brought to you by Phantom Shield VPN, the only VPN that takes your privacy as seriously as you do. let's be honest, the internet's basically a dark alley with horny cats and Wi-Fi. Every click, every search, every late night deep dive in Rule 34, Sophia Petrillo, someone's watching. Your internet provider, your applications, maybe your cat. Definitely your cat. I think she's embarrassed too. But not if you're using Phantom Shield VPN. Phantom Shield VPN encrypts your data using military grade technology, which basically means that it will work some of the time. Maybe. With Phantom Shield VPN, you can browse privately, stream anything from anywhere, and pretend to be from a country you've never even heard of, all while knowing your information isn't being sold to the highest bidder. Because let's face it, you're worth more than 12 cents of ad revenue. And right now, listeners of Video Game Replay get 85% off, plus your first 3 months free. That's almost a full season of lying low on the grid while you Google things like John Stamos shirtless. Go to phantomshieldvpn.com/VGRpod and use our code SHOCKER at checkout. That's phantomshieldvpn.com/VGRpod, code SHOCKER, because being invisible online shouldn't require a tinfoil hat. Stay private, stay safe, stay off those websites you shouldn't be on, all with Phantom Shield VPN.
At the time of this recording, Phantom Shield VPN is not a real product, nor is it a website. The offer included in the previous message is real, as 30% of zero is still zero, and since it doesn't cost anything, 3 months of free is a valid offer. This is a parody. It is not a paid promotion of Phantom Shield VPN, which is not a real product or website.
Yay.
Yo.
All right. Welcome to the show. We're here at Video Game Replay. I am your host. My name is Larry. Joining me is our brother Aiden here.
Big A, big deal. You already know.
Also, we got CJ over here playing DJ.
New York fan of the year. You see it. We see it.
So what's been going on, guys? Man, what have you been into? Hey, what you been into, man? What's happening?
Oh, really just working. Same old, trying to get this podcast figured out. Keep me entertained. Playing some games, you know.
Cool.
Games are boring nowadays, though. Like, we need some new games. Maybe some old games, if you know what I mean.
Well, I think that's why we're going to point us towards some old games, at least then, catch up on some of the things you guys may have missed. But how about you, C? Anything interesting going on in your world?
Football Sunday, as you guys know, I've been crushing ass in fantasy, so it's pretty exciting because normally not something that I do. So, other than that, been trying to pick up the nice old Game Boy lately, and I've been hardcore on some Tetris. So, pretty much about it lately.
Tetris champion right there.
Trying. I'm trying.
I'm with you. Like I said, I'm been an old man. I've been busy as hell at work, and it's sucking ass. My wife's car's had car problems. My dishwasher's broke. It's been I don't know, it's been Monday for about 4 weeks right now, so it's been kind of weird.
Yeah.
But
right there with you.
But hey,
right there with you.
I do say though, I know we all have the one thing we get away to, and that's playing video games, and that's why we're here to talk about some of that. So let's
Damn
see.
right.
What are you playing right now? What are you into, CJ? What are you playing?
Actually, Aiden brought a new game up to me earlier that we played for like an hour. We played a round or two called Spectre Divide. Kind of nice.
Okay.
It's interesting. Aiden will probably be able to explain it better, but I'll try my best.
It's kind of like in the realm of Valorant / CS:GO. It's a 3v3.
Yeah.
Good guys, bad guys. When people are trying to plant the bomb, other people trying to defuse the bomb. You get weapons, you get money for kills, and you can buy weapons each round. It's pretty sick, but it's kind of a copy and paste. It's kind of a copy and paste of some other
The
games.
only thing that makes it super different is you have an ability. You essentially control two people at a time. You are like your regular person, and then you can switch to your Spectre, which you can place on, the other bomb site in a corner hidden. And now I'm here, I'm shooting people, and Aiden's like, hey, I'm over on the other bomb site, I need help. I hit my button, I switch to my other character, and now I'm there. So it's kind of like you're controlling more than one person at a time. You're only walking with one person, shooting with one person, but you got the option to switch into your Spectre form or whatever, your ghost form, which is your other character.
That's kind of the gimmick that kind of separates it from those Valorant CS:GO games.
It's interesting. I liked it better. I was talking so much shit, but it's not bad.
Is this one of those free to play type of games, or?
Yeah,
free to play is taken over. I mean, the games that are expensive $70 aren't performing like You have like the Valorants, the Fortnites. All these games are free, and they're just getting money through microtransactions and
Mhm.
cosmetics, and I feel like that's the
And the
So
way.
does this one
yeah, as long as you can
does
get them
this one
on the
here have
game.
micros?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, you know
oh
it.
yeah,
You know it.
2024, baby,
24
2024.
$24 for a gun skin. Mhm.
Good God.
Yeah,
Right?
Shit.
But it's optional at
I'm a
least. I don't have to.
buy a 10-piece
yeah, I
family
feel
meal bucket at KFC for that.
I feel like I used to be like, hey man, let me hold $5. Now I was like, shit, let me get a 20 and a 10 here so I can get myself a gun skin, man. What the
Yeah,
hell?
for
Right?
real. Valorant's even worse.
Uh,
Yeah. You can I mean there's certain like melee skin for melee weapons, which you really don't use a melee weapon. And I mean they go up to like $40, I believe.
Oh yeah,
And
there's
it's
some
just like
$50 melee
I
skins.
I don't put any, your cousin Aiden, Larry, your nephew, he spent some money on that game, but I
I've
can't
spent some
bring
money.
myself to
I
you
can't
spent
lie.
some money too. I can't bring myself to do it because it's just
You can't.
no.
God damn. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm old school. I will spend my day. I'll spend 2 hours in the evening looking for a game that's 40 fucking years old before I spend $5 on any damn game at this point.
I mean, hey, you guys got
Um,
responsibilities and bills though. I
Yeah.
just got I just got money sitting here, nothing to do with it, so I've got
Yeah, Mr. Moneybags.
dude, I
facts.
could have a crack habit and I'd still be like, no, man, that's my $5. I can't do that shit right now.
It's for real. No,
Um,
100%.
now you say, what was the name of that again? I'm just curious.
Spectre Divide.
Spectre Divide.
I
Factor
don't know if you
Divide.
guys know Shroud. He's a Twitch streamer. Used to
Mm-mm.
play video games, used to be a professional gamer, but
Mm-mm.
he's a big streamer on Twitch, and he is one of the main developers or owners of this game. I'm not sure if he funded it, but
Okay.
that was like the big
Okay.
why it kind of blew up originally because it was from Shroud, this popular Twitch stream.
Okay. Well, I guess you get a little
It's
name recognition behind it. It happens.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, a little.
so I go ahead. Go ahead.
It definitely helps with a boost because a lot of these indie games, like when they drop, they're almost dead on release. Like I think
Yeah.
Sony had a video game that had $100 million budget, and they released it, and it was dead. Nobody played it. It just came out like a month ago, and like it peaked with
Yeah.
like 2,000 concurrent players. $100 million.
Damn.
Yeah,
That is
Yeah, I
tough.
heard about that, and I can't remember what the name was off the top of my head because obviously nobody else played
can't
it
either.
either. I mean,
Nobody else can either.
um, did either of you try that new Star Wars?
No,
Or
I
even
No,
want
I've seen
to.
stuff about it.
The Outlaws or whatever it
yeah,
is. It looks really good.
I was listening to one thing and they said it was like Red Dead Redemption Star Wars, which I'm like, well, you said it
Yeah,
like that, that changes everything.
Yeah,
that's what I've
So,
heard.
I need to play Red Dead. Maybe in one of these seasons we can, but I've
I
heard a
have
lot
never
about it.
played it. Yeah,
I've heard a lot
I've never
about it.
played it. I'll
Our
be
buddy
honest.
Walt plays it, and he says it's one of his favorite games ever.
I never did do Red Dead. I did get in all the GTAs and all that, but
Yeah.
um,
Aiden's never
I
played
myself
GTA ever. Not
what?
one. I
Never played
know.
any
What?
of them.
Dude,
Damn, dog.
6 years ago,
Yeah,
like
maybe
I
in the
might
future.
sneak
Maybe in the
into the
future.
6,
Do
7,
you?
maybe 8 years ago. I was sneaking in the strip clubs. I'll be honest. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, get a little my animated titty action going.
I mean, shit, dude. Grand Theft Auto 5's been out half your life at this point.
I know, for real. I mean, it's gonna be another half of my life before Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out.
Yeah,
I
yeah, they'll
I've
get
delayed
there.
like 20 times.
My biggest like plus with that game is my mom would not. She's like, "Look, I'm not driving you to Walmart to go get a game right now. Like, I'm not doing it." It's when I lived in the middle of town, so I'm like, "I'm gonna go to CVS." I bought three $20 Xbox cards and bought it digitally, and that's the only. I still have it today because I have the digital Xbox. But since I bought it like 10 years ago digitally, I'm good.
Physical forms are just they're going out of
Gone.
style. Discs, CDs, everything. Everything's
Pretty much.
digital.
I still like to hold it in my hand, but for what we're doing, with a lot of these retro games we'll be playing them any way you can. So,
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
know,
we actually bought them full price. Full price for
that me,
sure.
that you.
No, you froze there for a second, but I was just
Okay,
saying
okay, well,
Yeah, we're buying them full price, and oh
full
yeah,
price. Yes,
yeah, okay,
full
okay.
price Nintendo games.
Um, Well, I myself, like I said, I get a little bit of gaming in. I did. I want to tell you about this game, and I wanted to get it so I could actually share it with you guys. And like, you guys need to try this shit out because it's just totally fucked up. It's a game from like 1996, maybe older, and it's called Mutant Chicken Races. And basically, what it is like a race from one side of the screen to the other side of the screen with these chickens, and you bet on a chicken to win the race.
Oh yeah,
That's DJ's type of game.
Oh shit.
I did find one. I did find a browser version, but it's just a little hard to see. But you can, you start out. You can just start betting on chickens. Well, then you can buy a chicken, and then you can buy other chickens, and then you can breed chickens to come up with more messed up chickens
Shit.
to go and race and bet on. So it's an old indie game. Some dude made it for some class or something and tried to sell it. He didn't become a millionaire off of it, but it was.
Hey,
I still remember it. I mean, it's just one
Yeah,
of
I
those.
just looked it up, and I don't know if you guys remember the CD packs it was just like a pack of games, and it was the CD, and
Mhm.
you just put it in the computer. Kind of reminds me of something off that. My nanny I used to always go over and play some just bullshit random indie games like that, and that's what it feels like it would be on that disc. It's exactly what it feels like from looking at it.
I can't remember if that's how I found it or if it was just from earlier internet that that I downloaded it. But I remember I found it and I took it to high school, and like next thing you know, like we're all having freaking horse races going on computers. Like, what the hell are you people playing? It's like chicken races, um, but outside of that, yeah, I get myself about a half hour, 45 minutes of Vampire Survivors in every night on the Switch and fall asleep to getting killed by a bunch
I
of
like some
monsters.
Vampire
So.
Survivors. Like some
Oh, I
Vampire
love that
Survivors.
one. And
Mhm.
I think somewhere maybe later on in one of our Patreon episodes we can talk about that or something.
Nice.
Well, hey, I got a question. I got a question for all the pod members. So we see the game we played today. What was it? Super Mario Duck Hunt? Was it Duck Hunt?
No, it's the
Technically,
OG.
It came with the Duck Hunt on most
it
systems,
came
but
with
yeah,
the
go
Duck
ahead.
Hunt. Okay, but Super Mario and Duck Hunt. We played Super Mario. What is your guys' favorite Super Mario characters, like from the whole universe till now, till today? Favorite Mario character?
I got my answer locked in. I'll wait for you guys, but I got my answer locked in. It's a relatable
So
character for me.
so we can talk like good, bad, indifferent, neutral, NPC.
Oh, anything. It can be a
Okay.
mob.
Oh
I'm gonna give
God.
an honorable mention, and this is because of specifically not just Mario Kart. This is from the Wii Mario Kart. Shout out Shy Guy. Shy Guy was my boy.
Shy
That's
Guys.
my
Shy Guys. Dope.
honorable
I know.
mention.
I know a Q likes Shy Guy.
Yeah,
Shy
he
Guy's
does like some shy guy.
underrated. All time, I relate to him. I gotta go BJ, bro. Bowser Jr. He's kind of still a little prick, He's he just
Yeah.
kind of always sitting there. He does something and he lets you know, and he's like, yeah,
Little
like
shitty Bowser.
yeah, dude. Like I feel relatable to it, so I think I opened the podcast with fantasy doing the same thing. So I think that's my relatable character in the Mario universe.
Well, I guess to throw it out there as I'm thinking about it, I was the little brother, so needless to say, I got stuck with Luigi most of the time when I had the opportunity to play. But as I got older, I think I'd have to like say you said Mario Kart, and I was like, oh, Waluigi. I don't. Yeah, something about that damn lengthy bastard just made me like. He makes me smile because I don't know. I feel his persona. Wario is just a little more chaotic than I can handle. He's a little too true chaotic for me. But I think I'm gonna have to say right now, Waluigi's probably my go-to guy if I can pick one.
Down with it.
This is kind of a weird pool. It's kind of out of left field here, but I don't think I don't maybe you don't know the actual name, but it's a Boo. You know those ghosts where you look at them,
Okay.
Okay.
you look at them and they don't move. I don't know. I just always thought they were cool.
The regular
Big-
ones are like King Boo.
Hmm. Probably King Boo. I mean, you can't really go for the regular ones.
King Boo,
That or Dry
King
Bones.
Boo's cool.
I also like
Dry
Dry Bones.
underrated. Yeah,
Underrated.
Dry Bones was always cool.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, yeah, like you say, for all the podcast people, let us know what you think. Send this to us. We'll get it out there and see what some of your all's answers are.
Yep.
Yeah. There's definitely some we forgot because there's a lot of Mario games, and then like the spin-off spoof games and stuff. That's
Oh
like
yeah.
the Mario and Sonic Olympics and stuff. There's some characters we had to have forgot.
I
Like
probably don't know a quarter of them, if I'm being honest.
Oh, when you cross, if you said for any generation, dude, you opened up the book to 40 years and 5 bajillion games.
Yeah,
yeah.
But
facts.
let's get back to it here. Like I said, we are here this week. We're going to talk about the original, the one. Well, I guess it's not the original, but it's the one that most all of us know, and that is Super Mario Brothers for the.
Bad
I
timing.
would play a banner here, but we haven't got that far in our process. So. Super Mario Brothers, released in 1985 in Japan, created by Shigeru Miyamoto, god in the Nintendo world, pretty much. Like Segs, I see you guys look up and you represent. It's like, yeah, we know who we're talking about here. Um, it's the original platformer, and like I say, it spawned 40 years. The most recent incarnation was Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which I thought was an all right game, but we're going to talk about the original, the one and only. Do 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 do.
Dude,
So let's see. I don't know. I guess I don't remember which one of you's younger, but I'm gonna pick on you, A. So what's your memory? What's your history with Mario?
my history with Mario is actually on the Wii in my grandma's basement. I think which one was on the Wii? I don't remember which one it was,
It was
but
like it was called Mario Wii or something. It was something like that.
I
No,
think so.
new Super Mario Brothers.
That's
Yeah, it
yeah,
was Super.
new Super Mario. Yep, you're right.
Yep, and that's really what I grew up on. I feel like to a point, I did not
That
even
was a
know there
good
was
one.
other Marios. That's how uncultured I was. I thought, okay, this is just Mario right here, and
Okay.
With the
played the
red
hell out of
case.
that game with my cousins. Yep, the red
Yeah.
case, little disc
Yeah,
that only
yeah,
works one way,
Yeah.
yeah.
little Wii remotes. And I remember I always used to run ahead and actually kill one of my cousins. So I would run so far ahead. Yeah, I was kind of I was a bad mate, but that's that's pretty much all I remembered of it before this.
Okay. So CJ, how about you? What's your history with this?
That was a good game. I spent a lot of time on that game. My original memory of Mario was it's a lot closer to where we started today. The Super Mario World, the one with Mario on Yoshi's back for the Super Nintendo, was
Oh,
my
okay.
first. So my first two consoles when, as far back as I can remember, my dad had the Super Nintendo and the original
Hmm.
Xbox. So Super Nintendo, our jam was just making we called it a food coloring cake. It was like just a regular sweet old cake, bunch of food coloring. Played the shit out of Super Mario World, and I think I was crushing it at like age 4, but I think my dad just beat it, and I'd go back with like 68 lives and play. But that was that, and then I'd say other than that, the Wii one's got to be what I played the most. And then when I picked up the Switch again last year, really enjoyed not the first one. It wasn't Wonder, but it was I think just
Was it a 2D one? Or
yeah, it was the 2D one. Was it just Super Mario U?
a Wii U
No,
one?
it wasn't
Super
that
Mario
one.
Brothers. Super Mario
Three?
Brothers Wii U, but they ported it over.
Deluxe. Yep, Deluxe. It was that one.
Okay.
I enjoyed Deluxe. I want to get Wonder, but you kind of almost discouraged me a little bit. I'm a little scared now, but
Oh, dude, that game. Go off that tangent, but did you ever play? Did you ever play Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Brothers 2, or Super Mario Brothers World 2 on the Super Nintendo?
vague. Not enough to remember, but I know I had it, so I know it was played some.
It was Miyamoto and his friends all decided to get on some mushrooms and make a Mario game. That's that game. And Super Mario Brothers Wonder is, oh shit, we found our mushrooms from 30 years ago. Let's eat these and make another video game. So,
Nice, nice.
uh, it's good. It's really kind of like, whoa, what the hell are you guys on?
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
but it's definitely back into the 4 player action and working together. You don't
Okay.
need to. We I can't remember when it came out, but my family, we all beat it together. And then I got to be the big tough dad and beat all the super hard boards at the end. So I did complete that game, and I do highly
Nice.
recommend it. But
Okay. Nice.
well, I do recall playing Super Mario Brothers, of course, back in 1985. I was actually, I guess, maybe 86, because we didn't get one until the year after the Nintendo came out. But we got a Nintendo for Christmas. My brother got one, and he's about 6 years older than me, so he would have been like 10, 12. And we were lucky enough that Dad always tried to keep us up on modern technology kind of stuff. I had
Mhm.
3 computers before I had my first Nintendo. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Oh wow.
yeah, we got that. He got a Nintendo. I got Major League Baseball, and that was my dad's way to say, "Now you have to play with your damn brothers. So I don't want to hear this shit." And somehow my
Yeah.
brother ended up taking the game from me, and like I say, when I was lucky enough, I got to be Luigi for long enough to die. But
Yeah, and I'm at the opposite side of that. You're gonna be Luigi and you're gonna fucking like it. And if you die, get out. You're off the screen. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm Mario.
it makes sense why I don't like you, because you got that big brother attitude going on, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And that was 4 years of age gap, so it was enough to where it wasn't like it was like, all right, yeah, all right, leave CJ alone. All right, I get it. Yeah, maybe you
Mm.
can't play that game with him yet.
I
So
got
I
I
got
got a
away with that.
question because I was younger when I was playing Super Mario on the Wii. Is that the same Mario that was on the DSi? Are those both the same Mario?
Oh no, but that was a really good. I forgot about
Because
that one.
I played that was the other one I played. I remember it as we were talking that I played on the DSi as well.
I think was that just what was
It's
that one called?
I want to say it was the same one.
it was the new Super Mario
New
Brothers.
Super
I think
Mario
that
Bros. But it wasn't the same game because the Wii added a lot of mechanics with the bubbles and stuff. The bubble, like when you floated in,
Okay.
your co-op, and then it had the spinny hats as the power up and
oh
stuff.
yeah,
But
Oh yeah.
on the
Okay.
on the
I did
DS,
play
that
that one.
introduced the
the
maybe didn't
mini, the
introduce,
little
but yeah,
mini,
I was gonna say that's what I thought. The mini and the huge, you could be big ass
yeah.
Mario and like stomp through the world, and then you could
Um,
like Larry said, the mini.
if I remember correctly, it was a whole, like, the new Super Mario Brothers was its own, like, generational kind of version
Yeah,
of Mario. And then, like I said, you were probably right where you said it earlier. It was the new Super Mario Brothers Wii, I think, was what the one was on the
Okay.
Wii.
yeah,
And then yeah, the DS one was just the new Super Mario Brothers. And they did that one that you were talking about, the deluxe. That was like in the same
yeah.
family, same generational deal of that. But um I know when we're talking about this, it's Mario, and I find we're not hitting the retro side of it, but what can you say about it? The thing is from 1980 till where we're at in 2024. If you were a kid who had lucky enough to have a video game, very likely you played Super Mario Brothers to some degree.
Yeah.
Um, I still think this one really kind of holds up at this point. I mean, it's not as pretty as the newer ones,
It's definitely more
but
arcadey, and I
Yeah.
feel like yeah, I like it. It's kind of more of a like you can turn it on and play and you'll have fun and it's not a crazy investment. But you can still turn it on and talk to your friends and beat the level and rage out a little bit, but
Rage out.
I feel like it
The
definitely
thing
holds
that
up.
Yeah, the thing that hits for me, I think maybe it's just some crazy thought in my head. I don't stress out as much when I'm playing like the ones with the world. I stress out a little bit of where I'm at in the world and like losing my lives and stuff. But with this one,
Mhm.
like you said, it feels arcadey. It's kind of like it keeps your high score. You go back and you try to get further than you did last time. And when you're out of lives, you just go back to level one. You know what I mean? But it's not the
Yeah.
stress to me of doing the overworld, and there's not a ton of hidden stuff to where it's like, did I find everything and do everything right? It's simple in the best way. Less is more with it in a lot of ways, I
Less is
think.
more.
Well, it's basic. I mean, I can't. I know that a picture you take on your phone takes more memory than this video game did to put on a cartridge.
Yeah.
Um, like I say, I'm not gonna get super nerdy. I think it was like 32K, which, I mean, dude, is
It's
literally,
nothing. It's nothing.
yeah. I mean, you'd have to take like the shittiest picture on your phone ever, and it'd still
Yeah.
probably be more data in it than this.
100
Um,
frames total.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean,
it's amazing. It's the level of engineering these guys put into it, but to make a game that, like I say, you still could play it. I think on the 25th anniversary they had Mario 35, which I really wish they had shut that down. It was basically a free for all where you played Mario as we did, just Super Mario Brothers for Nintendo, but you played level 1. You went to the end of it, you went into the pipe, you came out in level 4-3, and you were basically playing against 35 people to survive. So, like, you ever play like Tetris
Okay.
99 or one of those kind of
Yeah.
games, something like that?
Okay.
You get a power up, you could shove it over to your enemy. You beat like Bowser so many times and do certain things, you could shove them over to your screen. So, out of nowhere, here's
Yeah.
a random Bowser in the middle of the damn level. Those kind of things would drop just to kind of like help bombard it. But I mean, dude, it was insanity. And I actually played levels better than I have. Like, I suck at World 8. Just suck
Yeah.
at it totally
Okay.
bad when we play it. But we played a level on that Mario 35. I don't know what the hell it was, but it's like, how come I didn't beat this game 40 years ago? I mean, I still can't beat it now.
Yeah.
I'm 44 years old. And I've never beat Super Mario Brothers, but I suck at it. But on Mario 35, I could straight run through it, and
Yeah.
you just had it going, and it was really good. And Nintendo kissed my ass for turning that game off. I would play it for an hour every night instead of Vampire Survivors if it was still on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aiden, when you brought up the DS poker or the DS game, it reminded. Do you remember the poker mini game on that?
I don't think so.
They
I think
had- they had-
I was like 7 years old, so I would.
It was on Super Mario
Super conscious.
64, the DS version, and then for sure on the new Super Mario Bros. For DS. But I remember because it was like you had like flowers, Luigi's, Mario's, clouds, mushrooms, and stars and stuff like that.
I
And
think
dude,
I
that-
do, and I remember a
Yes.
slot machine of some way.
Dude, this is why I like gambling so much. I just had this epiphany of this is why I'm like, damn, dude, like I could use a
This
full
is what
house
got
right
you
now.
into it.
It has to be. And like, dude, you would bet your life coins. I could go in there with 34 coins and walk out with 6 more lives, and I needed that shit. So like, that's why I want to go to casinos all the time.
All because of that damn Mario, huh?
Yeah, no. Then video games are just ruining kids.
I know.
True that.
It's a travesty.
So randomness here, just to like say a little bit of did you know kind of information. Did you know that according to the manual, that every Bowser, like at the end of every level, so you go through level 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4,
Mhm.
and at the end of 1-4, there's a Bowser there.
Yeah.
And if you kill him with fireballs, it'll actually change into like a Goomba. Because according to the manual, these are all fake Bowsers until you actually get to the last one,
The Bowser.
which is on 8.
I did not
8-4.
know that. I did not know that the whole time.
Huh. No.
Yeah, if something that's
Wow.
kind of just buried in there, and I recall I've read and seen that, but it's just there you go, some random useless knowledge to share with you guys on this.
Well, it's funny
But,
because the last time I played, I mean, right before we hopped into the conversation here, I hit it a few times with fireballs, and I'm like, he's shooting back. I'm gonna jump over and hit the X. I'm just gonna. That's just way easier.
Well, like I said, that is the normal way most people do. You jump over, hit the axe, make the bridge go away. But if you sit there and you shoot at him, and I think it's actually different on every level. Like level 2, maybe he's a Koopa Troopa. Level 3,
Okay,
he's something else. Someone have to fact check me on that. I'm sure y'all will, but yeah, like I do know for a fact. Like, and even more so, I think in the Japanese manual, they mentioned that he is different, and he has actually a different color. Like Bowser's green, but all these fake ones apparently are like a gray, but 8-bit color. It's like, who the hell can tell?
Yeah.
But
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
let's just throw that one out there for you guys. Did you want to throw out anything else on this evening while we're still talking about them, or anything else you want to say? Praise, bad, indifferent about the original Super Mario Brothers?
I do want to say,
And
touch on
you go first. Yeah.
touch on what CJ said with less is more. You see, there's a lot of video games, like for us or for my generation, one of my first games that I played was Black Ops 3. And it was so nice. You'd have like 5 or 6 guns per class, for sniper per SMG, and there's only a certain amount of attachments. But you go on, and now the modern days, you look at Modern Warfare 3, the remake for Modern Warfare, like the third one. There's 20 different guns and 20 different attachments, and you can tune the attachments, and you can tune everything, and everything is so complicated, and it just people don't like it. It's less is more, and I feel like it's the same way with these retro arcade games, and that's what it's missing. It's missing some original concepts that you can turn on, have some fun, play some games, not think too hard. And I feel like that's what Super Mario Bros. Really gives you, and I like it in that aspect.
I like it.
I can
Yeah,
agree with that. I agree with
I
that.
got some bad to say, but I'll run off of what you said with that really quick. I think what a lot of what we're missing now is a lot of games are going to you have to be a hardcore player to keep up. Where when I first got introduced to video games and even like my first online really experiences with like the earlier Modern Warfares and the earlier Black Ops and stuff, you'd have somebody that just went and worked 10 hours or 12 hours or 8 hours in a day. Some dude like you, Larry, come on, you could hop on an online game and you could actually be good at it. And then it's, whatever. You don't have to put in 50 hours a week, 20 hours a week. You could just play an hour after work and be competitive at it, have fun. And like you said, Aiden, now I feel like it's kind of we're going away from it. You can't really casually game, at least competitively online. You can't casually play online as much, especially with first person shooters. And it's crushing. Like I don't have time
Yep.
to spend 30 hours a week on a game anymore, and the time I do get, I like to split it up a little bit. Like I've been revisiting a little bit of Pokemon. Like I've been, playing Mario here, trying to play a little bit of Tetris, and it's like it's just I'm finding myself playing games that don't take that competitive edge anymore because it's just so time consuming and difficult to get back into. So I agree. To talk shit on the original Mario, one thing that pisses me off is the springs. Oh my! I cannot time a jump on a spring. It's perfect jump, perfect jump, perfect jump. I got the courage. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna go to the right, and instead of going way up, I just jump right into the hole. I was on World 6. I was doing really good, and I was like, I didn't do any of the skips at this point. I just played straight through, and I jumped off the edge 3 times in a row. Lost my last 3 lives, and I was pissed. So yeah, that's my real big ick with it. But I'll take the simplicity. I'll take the trade.
I give you on that. I did. I have to say yes. As I go back, I'm sure somewhere my therapist will tell me like, yeah, oh yeah, you had all kinds of problems with that damn spring. We just locked that up, So,
You must forget
um,
about the spring and move on.
oh, my therapist is Professor Xavier, so he just kind of locked it in a little box in there, and one day he'll come
Yeah.
back out and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But I'd say it is where console gaming starts. It's where I think it's how we got to this to some degree. Like I said, I played video
Yeah.
games before that were so basic that were 6 squares that kind of look like a tank. I played the old Atari shit. I mean, some of the things I played back in the day were shit. You had to use straight imagination to get it. But Mario
Yeah.
took away your imagination, but also gave you something that was simple to pick up for small hands, for no real good motor skills because nobody had good motor skills back in the 80s, dude. I mean, you can stand there and touch your nose. You were doing great because you were apparently sober at that point. But I think, like I say, Mario it's the ideal game. We can't say too much more that anyone hasn't said, but it's just I wanted to give it its praise. That's why I wanted to bring it up today and just let it know that it's the genesis of it, even though it's from the Super or from the Nintendo. So
It's a good
there
introduction.
we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. I think say if you ever have kids, which I've got a couple myself, I start with a Mario. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're not
Fair.
keep them from a Roblox, keep them off a damn Minecraft, which I love both of them really, but put a Mario in their hands, you'll get them into an action game to get that rolls on, and I think it's good
Might
for
be
everybody
slightly
really.
addicted to gambling, but that's for a different day.
Yeah, you might really, really itch for blackjack, but like it's all right.
But
Other than
well, the
that.
Japanese aren't worried about it. You can't gamble in Japan, so they're not really too worried about it. But okay, well, like I say, we'll leave this at that tonight, and I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. We won't do a ranking this time. Like I say, we're just showing some love to Super Mario Brothers. But I do want to thank everyone for listening. Make sure you hit us up on all our different socials. I myself, you'll
Yep,
find
yep.
me on X, Twitter, whatever it is, as IR Monkey or whatever I'm going to have in the future. But Aiden, where can people find you? Where you at?
Tell me your
Well,
address.
really, I don't use a whole lot of social media. I'm on TikTok, but I'm going to make another one in the future. But for right now, I don't really have a whole lot. I have
Okay.
Instagram, which I don't really use. I have Twitter, which I don't really use. So
You don't use anything,
I don't really
honestly.
use anything. TikTok.
You
All
find me,
right.
CJ Loves to Hate. Love is LUVS. Two, the number two, hate. You'll find out. I definitely am a bit of a critic on everything, but find me on the normal places like that. You can go check out my kick that I very rarely get on, but sometimes me and Aiden will rank some hip hop songs and just kind of dick off. But CJ Loves to Hate basically on anything, any platform you'll find me.
And I
Well,
will
like I say, go ahead.
just one more thing in the future, and the end screen we will have all of our social medias too. So we
Yeah.
Oh
can
yeah.
put where everyone can find them.
Well, like I say, you'll find all of us together here on what we're now calling Video Game Replay. Hopefully have a Twitch, have a channel. Find us on your favorite podcast catcher. Um, this is a collective of wanting us to talk to all of you guys, gals, about games we played, games we haven't played, and just get a conversation going about the one thing we all collectively love, and that's playing video games. But again, thank you guys for listening. My name is Larry.
My name is Aiden.
It's CJ. Hey, give us a
We'll catch
Yahoo
y'all
to
next.
go.
Yahoo!
We'll see you guys all next time. Thanks for listening.
Boot it up, press start. Let's play. Every level, we're back today. Video game replay. Sing it while we play. Old worlds, new days. On video game replay. Hey! Video game replay. Hit rewind, hooray. Come and start your day with video game replay.